So Trudy, you write fantasy books. What exactly is fantasy? I mean, is there more to it than dragons and dwarves?
Oh, lots more to it. It's a really broad genre. Everything from your Lord of the Rings style thing, through to Harry Potter, through to some really interesting permutations of what's basically the impossible made to seem possible. In my worlds, the only fantasy element is the fact that magic is real. So I'm working on the ideas of how societies would develop and how class structure might work, politics and that sort of thing. So it's not necessarily magic wielding dragons and swords and things like that.
You're a best-selling author, so what's it like being famous? Do you get much fan mail?
Oh, I get a lot of fan mail. Mostly email though, I don't get paper fan mails. Though occasionally I do get them and it's a real treat, but mostly it's via email. I also get a lot of feedback through Twitter. People will ask me questions and just let me know that they liked my books. Being famous is, I think authors have the best kind of fame because we're not known for our faces and our looks and things like that, so there's no pressure to stay skinny and things like that. And we're not going to get mobbed in the supermarket, that sort of thing. So,
do you have a favourite among your books?
Ooh, it's like children. You don't want to play favourites, but really you do. The High Lord's probably my favourite because third books are always great fun to write because they're where you answer all the questions and you make the big reveals and it's all very dramatic. And it's just the way that book ended I thought was so exciting and I couldn't wait to write it. So when I got there I was really enjoying myself.
If you weren't a writer, what would you be?
Oh, I've always made the joke that I'd be a real estate tycoon and I'd making, building properties and things like that. I quite like, interior design and architecture and that sort of thing. So I'd be very tempted to be building houses.
I'm told that there is a particular question that all writers hate, so naturally I'm going to ask it. Where do you get your ideas?
Well, I'd love to make the answer that Jennifer Fallon makes, which is I get my ideas from everything, so everything's tax deductible. But really, when it comes down to it, it's fairly true. I mean, books that I've read, documentaries on TV, films, just real life people I know, events that happen. For example, the first idea I got for the Black Magician trilogy, which became the first chapter, I got after watching a late night TV bulletin on prior to the Barcelona Olympics. They apparently were shipping people off out of the city, like homeless people and things like that, so that the city would look nice. And I don't know whether this is true or not, but that night I had the most fantastic dream, and that dream mostly became the first chapter of the Black Magician trilogy.